So I think it's fair to say Ruben Amorim already has one eye on next season. And today I'm going to be predicting Ruben Amorim's lineup for next season. Now, this isn't necessarily what he's going to go in with match day 1 in the Premier League next year, but roughly what he's going to build and construct for next season. Just to preface before we start, this is not what I would do, okay? This is what I think Ruben Amorim and the team above him at Man United are going to construct and build for next season. So there it is. It's not what I would do, because I would do a lot of damage to this team. Now, straight away, I think he starts Onana in goal next season. I think there is a bit of murmuring going on. Will he replace the goalkeeper? I don't think he's fully sold on the idea of keeping Onana, but I think the money that needs to be spent in other areas for Amorim. Personally, for me, I'd be replacing the goalkeeper instantly. I don't think he's anywhere near good enough. But for Ruben Amorim, I think there's other positions that he wants to improve in first. You're also going to see the sales of like Tom Heaton's probably going to retire, and maybe Bayinde will leave the club as well. So I think Onana will be one of the players who stays and maybe gets one more crack of the whip for next season. But if it was up to me, of course, I would be looking to move him on. But for Ruben Amorim, I think Onana still will be the Manchester United goalkeeper next season. Now for the back three, these are the three I've gone for. I think he's going to play Yoro on the left, Harry Maguire through the middle, and Matthias de Ligt on the right. I think this is going to chop and change, of course. We've got Mazraoui, who can also feature in the team, but he can feature in so many areas that I don't think he's going to be a nailed-on starter in the back three. Personally, I think Mazraoui plays better in that back three, sort of on the right, and then you could maybe move de Ligt to the middle if you want to keep him in the team and drop Harry Maguire. I think that's going to be done quite a lot as well, considering Maguire's age. But I think if you were to ask Ruben Amorim who his best three centre-backs are, I think he would pick those three. Yoro, the young up-and-comer on the left. You've got de Ligt, who's already got so much experience at his age, and Maguire is vastly experienced. Again, I can see reasoning for Mazraoui to be in there, and obviously Martinez is out for the first half of the season, so he won't be featuring until probably January next year. And you could argue we could bring in another centre-back, or maybe players like Aiden Heaven could push to start in this team. But I think Ruben Amorim will use these three the most next season. Moving over to the wide wing-back roles now, and we know these are very, very important in a Ruben Amorim system. And straight away, I've thrown in Patrick Dorgu on the left and Amad Diallo on the right. I do think Amad is going to be used a lot more as sort of a right wing-back next season rather than in one of them 10 positions. It's fair to say Amad Diallo's been one of Man United's best players this season. It's a shame about the injury he suffered. He's obviously on the mend. He's on his way back. Hopefully he will feature in our Europa League campaign, and hopefully we push on and win it, which would be amazing. But I think this is what you need. I think you need players like Amad who are going to play as a wing-back role, because he's not great at defending, but he certainly isn't bad. He tracks back, he helps out the team, but going forward he can add that much more going forward compared to a Dallo or a Mazraoui who's going to play at right back, because they're naturally a right back, aren't they? They're not naturally wing backs, and Amad's got both of those abilities in one. Amad's so good going forward, but I don't think he's needed that much defensively as well, considering we're playing a back three. I think de Ligt can cover that ground, Maguire can push over, Yoro will then push over, and obviously Dorgu can drop in if needs be. What you've seen a lot this season is us playing two full-backs in the wing-back roles. Like Dallo and Mazraoui for most of the season have been occupying those wing-back roles, and it's just really, really dampening us going forward. Like, we're not getting enough goals, and that's stemming from the full-backs. So I think if you add a winger to one of these roles, like an Amad, and Dorgu's not too bad anyway going forward, I think that just pushes the team up. We're going to score a lot more goals. Naturally, we're going to get better. So I think these are the two that Amorim will be selecting mostly next season. Have I got a treat for you guys today? We have been sponsored kindly by the guys at KitM today, and we're going to review 3 football shirts right here, right now. If you want to go and get your own, go over to their website. Link will be in the description. Let's get into it. We're starting off with this one, right? Absolute gem. Paul Pogba, Juventus shirt. Now, straight away, it's unreal. Black and gold, Pogba on the back. You have to go for Pogba on this shirt, in my opinion. Now, these two have not come out the packaging yet, so it's time to do a live unbagging for you lot. You're lucky. I treat you. I always do. I keep getting Bayern shirts. I probably need to stop. But we've got another Bayern Munich shirt today. Look at that. Absolute gem. It gives me Bastian Schweinsteiger vibes. I can't lie to you. No one on the back, though. If it gives me Bastian Schweinsteiger vibes, you could argue why have I not got him on the back. But I don't think like that because I'm stupid. And finally, this one's unreal. This one's a gem. Nigeria. Now, they tend to make a lot of good kits, but this is up there with one of the best. I think it's from 1998. I might be mistaken, but hopefully I'm not. Hopefully I'm clued up on my football shirt knowledge. Absolute gem of a shirt. If you want to get any of your own, like I said earlier, head over to the website today. Now, the two players in midfield, I've gone for Manuel Ugarte and the captain, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes straight away has to be in the team, whether he plays in this little pivot role with Ugarte or he plays further up the pitch. I personally put him a little bit further back just to occupy. I think he's got better defensive capabilities than the player I'm going to move up forward. Again, Bruno's so good all over the pitch, so I think you can afford to move him around and play him next to other people. You could argue we need to sign another midfielder, and I think we will do that. Whether they become a starter, I don't know. We're linked with Johnny Cardoso from Real Betis at the minute. I don't think he slots in straight away as a starter at Man United. We know Amorim loves Ugarte from the time at Sporting together, so I think he's a nailed-on person in this team. He does tend to bring him off quite early in games, but I think that's sort of the player Ugarte is. He's tenacious, he likes getting into tackle, so he does pick up a lot of yellow cards. I think him and Bruno could work well together in this system. I think it really would work, but again, if you want to push Bruno further up and drop one of the players that I'm going to put in the right-hand side of the attack into midfield, you can do that. You can swap and change those two, I think, anyway. And I personally think this would be the front three Amorim uses next season more often than not. I think Kobbie Mainoo, like I said with the Bruno thing, he can sort of come into midfield with Ugarte and Bruno can move up and he can have those three as the front three. But I think Kobbie Mainoo going forward is such a gem. I mean, obviously Bruno is as well. Bruno's probably better, but I think Mainoo's quality sort of, especially with Ahmad on the right-hand side who can overlap him and help him out, I think those two can work really well together. So I would have Mainoo on that right side of attack. And then Matheus Cunha, who looks all but complete so far. He looks like he's going to be joining Man United and would have him definitely in the left side of the attack with Liam Delap up front. This is not what I would do. I've said this many times. Liam Delap is not my preferred option for Manchester United up front. But I think it's clear to see Ruben Amorim and the Man United board really want him. I think he's Man United's preferred target. I think it's probably got something to do with Jason Wilcox as well. He's worked with him at Manchester City in the past. But again, it's another young, raw striker coming into the club. Is that what we need right now? I don't think it is. But because he's the front runner at the minute, I think it's the one Amorim and Man United are going to end up signing. I think that can be the front three for United next season, whether I agree with it or not. I have only put Cunha and Delap as the only incomings in the starting 11 team. I think obviously we're going to sign a lot more players, but right now they're the two concrete options and I had to go with them in the team. We could do this video and revisit it again in probably a month's time, but I think they're my early indications of what Amorim will line up with next season. Let me know your thoughts down below. Do you agree? And I will see you all next time.